For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today, and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
News team, assemble!
Joining us live because if you want to know anything about the Outer Banks, Sam Walker's the dude to fill you in.
The sea was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli.
Always appreciate talking to you.
Always good stuff with Sam Walker in the Outer Banks.
Now here's Les Nessman and the news.
And happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to OBX Today Live, presented by Gallup Funeral Services on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Sam Walker on this Valentine's Day 2022. Glad to have you along with us. Good morning, everybody. Checking in. George in Connecticut, Julie out in West Virginia, all the other folks all around northeastern North Carolina, the Outer Banks, and all over the country, around the world. They're checking with us on OBX Today Live here on Facebook, on the OBX Today and Sam Walker OBX Facebook page, and also the Sam Walker OBX YouTube channel. Make sure you're mashing the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to know whenever we go live, because you never know when we might have breaking news we're going to be out covering for you, and we'll do it on OBX Today Live all the time, anytime. All right, let's jump into the headlines this morning. The latest on the search that's going on off of the southern Outer Banks. Plane crash reported yesterday afternoon. I'm going to pull up our map here, the Google map. This gives you an idea where this is located. Let me get to the bigger version. Okay, so this plane crash was reported off of Drum Inlet. Now, Drum Inlet's down in Carteret County and Cape Lookout National Seashore. Here is Ocracoke, right here, Portsmouth Island. And then as you head down the Core Banks, as this is known, Drum Inlet is almost due east of Atlantic and sea level. And reports are that this plane went down. The search area is about 4 miles offshore of Drum Inlet, off of Carteret County. Now, according to WCTI TV, this plane, small plane, single-engine plane, went down around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The latest information we have is a single-engine plane. Carteret County officials told WCTI TV that there were 7 people on board, 4 teenagers, 3 adults, including a pilot. But they have not updated their story since last night. We don't have any word on where this plane is from, where it was flying out of, etc. But this crash happened around at 2 o'clock. According to Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, their radar technicians noticed that this plane was behaving erratically and then disappeared off their scopes. That's when the Coast Guard was alerted and other authorities about this plane crash that, again, happened reportedly off of the Core Banks. This is the Core Sound right here that runs between this stretch of the Outer Banks and the Carteret County mainland, between sea level, Atlantic, Cedar Island. Here's Cedar Island, where the Cedar Island Ferry is. There's Ocracoke. And you have Portsmouth Island, and then you get on down here to the different inlets, including Drum Inlet, Ophelia's Inlet. This is where this general area that this plane is believed to have gone down. And of course, the conditions yesterday were cloudy with that storm system coming through with some pretty stiff breeze out of the northeast, out of the north. So that probably means the search area is going to head down towards Great Island and on down towards Cape Lookout itself as the day goes on. But we've not got anything new from the Coast Guard this morning as they continue that search. And of course, we'll update you further throughout the day at obxtoday.com as we get more information. I've been checking with our friends down at the TV stations in the Greenville market, specifically WCTI there in Newbern. They were first to report on some more of the details about this crash. But nothing new has come out, at least this morning. Would be surprised, probably by the time we get off the air, if not just right afterwards, there'll be more information on it, and we will update you further on that situation off of the southern Outer Banks. Over the weekend, Saturday morning, the Kittle Hills Police Department put out a statement regarding the death of a 36-year-old man from New York State, was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound Saturday morning near the Atlantic Street beach access. Folks walking on the beach spotted a body in the surf. Full details of the man's identity were not released. According to the press release from KDHPD, it appeared the man took his own life near the shore break. The weapon that was used was not found and most likely washed into the ocean from wave action. Several .270 caliber rounds were discovered in the course of the investigation. It's believed that a long gun or hunting rifle was used, and that further investigation confirmed the deceased did own a hunting rifle. That's according to a statement from Kittle Hills Police. They also found an empty holster for a handgun in the man's vehicle, and it maybe he had that weapon on his person at the time of his death, and that it too is believed to have washed away. Now, tidal action on Saturday morning was pushing things south. So there is a possibility this gun has gotten out into the surf zone, these guns rather. And that's why Kittle Hills Police put out the press release as they did, and are asking anyone that's out on the beach. Atlantic Street, if you're not familiar, that is not too far for north of the Kittle Hills Nags Head town line. In fact, let's see, we'll pull it up on the map for you to give you a better idea of where that general area is. That would be where Kellogg Supply Company is that access. So off the Outer Banks Motor Lodge, Comfort Inn, Ramada Plaza, that area is where we're talking about with regards to where these guns may have possibly gone into the surf. What's that, milepost 7, 8? Let's see, we're at 11, 10.5. So roughly the milepost 9 area, around milepost 9 is where it's believed these guns possibly could be in the surf. There's the map for you. Not sure if we can zoom down enough. Let me go to satellite to give you a better image there from Google Maps. There's the Outer Banks Motor Lodge, Ramada Plaza, Comfort Inn. Atlantic Street's just to the north within sight there. Here's Kellogg Supply. And so this general area is where we're talking about where these guns may have possibly washed ashore or be in the surf. No word yet this morning from Kittle Hills Police regarding the possibility that those have been found. But, of course, they will update us. Really good job keeping us informed about things like this if there's any new developments. It's OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Sam Walker. Make sure you mash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to know whenever we go live. If you're on the beach today, want to take a ride down to Hatteras Island, it could use a lot of help cleaning up all that debris that is washed ashore from Rodanthe all the way down to Avon from that house that collapsed last week in Rodanthe right near the pier. There is a community-wide cleanup going on. Volunteers are asked to come out today from 9 to 11 and help pick up this debris. The Cape Hatteras National Seashore Rangers are coordinating this. Gloves, garbage bags, and trash pickup sticks will be provided by the Park Service for the organized effort to assist the owner of that collapsed house clean up some of the extensive amount of debris. spread along 15 miles of shoreline along the Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Again, from right near the Rodanthe Pier all the way down to Avon, or almost to Avon. To get the supplies, you can stop by the Outer Banks KOA this morning between 9 and 11, or at Off-Road Vehicle Ramp 23. That's just south of the village of Salvo, near the Salvo Day Use area and the cemetery. And you come out there today from 9 until 11. Much of the woods washed up on the beach of exposed nails, so volunteers are encouraged to wear thick-soled footwear. Kids under 18 must be accompanied by a parent or legal guardian. Dave Halleck from the National Parks of Eastern North Carolina, thanking the community, residents, seashore visitors who pitched in from day one of the house collapse for picking up and moving large amounts of debris to above the high tide line. Outer Banks KOA and the North Carolina Beach Buggy Association are partnering with the seashore on this. So a lot more debris needs to be picked up. A lot of folks already been out doing a great job of picking that debris up. The owner of that house, they're from Virginia Beach. They actually have already contracted with Dunn Construction out of Powell's Point to remove the house and all associated debris that they can. And you can check out some photos. We've got the link to the OBX, or rather the Cape Hatteras National Seashore Flickr page that's got some great photos that Mike Barber has been coordinating through all the different park rangers and law enforcement rangers out there, getting pictures of from not only the beach house that collapsed, but also they've put in, of course, all the stuff that's going on with the boats that have washed ashore, etc. But really cool photo gallery there. You can see some of that debris. So go to obxtoday.com. Now, if you plan to clean the beach either before or after the February 14th event, you're asked to place garbage bags and debris above the high tide line to ensure they don't get washed back into the ocean. The beach near the site of the collapsed house is temporarily closed due to unsafe conditions. Short-term closure south of the house site may be necessary. That'll be posted on the Park Service website, or you'll get text alerts if you signed up for the text alert, CAHAORV. Send a text, CAHAORV, to 333-111. There's also other opportunities to volunteer. If you like, go to volunteer.gov or call the National Park Service offices over in Manteo at 475-9042. But that beach cleanup coming up at the top of the hour till 11 o'clock. That's a coordinated effort. But you can go out there, of course, pick that stuff up, drop it above the high tide line up near the dunes, and it'll be picked up by the Park Service. Or, haul it yourself to wherever you need to haul it and get it hauled off. All right, it's OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Sam Walker. More coming up on this Monday morning, so stick around.
For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today, and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
Our pet of the week for this week is Dash. Dash is a super sweet, playful cat. He loves playing with the other cats of the shelter, loves his toys, and his catnip. Dash could go to a home with a calm dog or a cat who doesn't mind a lot of playtime. To adopt Dash or foster one of our other animals, you can come visit us Monday through Saturday at our shelter located in Manteo. Next week, we'll be having a rabies clinic with $15 vaccinations, February 14th to the 18th. Please come to the OBX SPCA with your pets on a leash or in a carrier. For more information, visit our website at www.obxspca.org or visit our OBX SPCA Facebook page.
And just note that those vaccination clinics at the Outer Banks SPCA start today and run through Friday. So we'll have the updated Pet of the Week video from Current TV coming out later on this morning. North Carolina Department of Transportation's gotten all the permits needed to begin repairs to the stormwater ocean outfalls that are located in Key Hills. Now, there are 3 of these big pipes that go out into the ocean. This is a file photo. Some of these outfalls, they date back to the 1960s and have been either repaired. They haven't been quite replaced, but a lot of repairs have been done. New wood structures to hold them in place, some of the new pipes. But they will be out. They already started working at the Lake Drive beach access on Thursday. They'll also be doing the same at the Atlantic Street, Martin Street outfall and the Baum Street outfall. They allow rainwater to drain from the lower areas between the highways, and that assists with flood prevention. So you'll see DOT crews out there working on those pipes. They started this past week, and as the weather allows and the beach conditions allow, they'll be out there working. So avoid those areas if you can when you're out on the beach. Stay away from all the work that's going on there as they repair those ocean outfalls. Another project DOT is undertaking on the beach. This is down in Pea Island. This is a photo from the last time they did this several years ago, in 2020, in fact. Excavators are out there. Fred Smith Construction working for NCDOT to do some habitat restoration behind the Oregon Inlet Groin. That's the big stone structure on the north end of Pea Island that protects the landing of the Bass Knight Bridge and the Bonner Bridge Pier. They are moving all the sand that has blown around over the years and creating these open water intertidal pool areas for shorebird species. About 25,000 cubic yards of sand will be excavated and deposited on the upper beach adjacent to the work area. And it'll take about 1 to 3 weeks to complete. So through the end of February before the shorebirds start showing up. They've got the excavators and such out there working on that beach that is built up behind the Oregon Inlet Groin on the north end of Pea Island. Again, similar project done in 2020. This is all part of the ongoing planning efforts with Highway 12 Transportation Management Plan, part of getting a permit for the Oregon Inlet Terminal Groin. It's not a jetty, that's a groin. That's the granite structure built on the Pea Island North Shoreline to protect the landing of the bridge spanning Oregon Inlet from erosion. When the Terminal Groin permit was updated in 2012, it required several monitoring and management conditions, including moving sand to create sustainable, suitable habitat conditions for migratory birds and other federal trust species within a half mile of that groin. It was anticipated they would do these approximately every 5 years, plus or minus 2 years, depending upon storm frequency and intensity. I've seen these projects several times, 2008, 2011, 2014, and 2020. All right. Let's see. Take a break, come back, and we'll do some sports here on OBX Today Live, so stick around.
For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today, and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
This holiday season, the Manio Police Department, Manio Town staff, and the Pea Island Preservation Society collected items during their annual food and coat drive. There were 2 locations this year, one at the Pea Island Cookhouse Museum at Collins Park, and the second location was at Town Hall with police officers of the Manio Police Department. There were decorations, holiday music, and the smiling faces of everyone involved. It was an incredible turnout, with lots of coats and clothes and non-perishable food items donated by the generous citizens of Dare County.
This is our second annual Tanamania Food Drive, and also this is our second annual Delva Collins Coat Drive. We had quite a few people come by today. We got a lot of nutritious drinks. We got canned foods. We got a bunch of coats already. We hope to do this every year from now on. And this is in the community where all African Americans live, and hopefully everybody will contribute.
This is the second annual Food and Coat Drive that we've hosted. Very excited to be doing this for the community. It's something that I'm very passionate about. To be able to give back to my community is very fulfilling. I would like to just express an extreme appreciation for everything that they've dropped off here, and it really shows how much the community looks out for each other.
I would just like to thank the community for all their support and in this season of giving, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.
With such incredible support from the community, Daryl Collins and Officer Deaton both plan on returning for another year in 2023.
And back on OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube, I'm Sam Walker. Let's hit up some sports. And why not start with of course, the Super Bowl. I was pretty pleased with pretty decent game. I know there's a lot of complaints about it being a punt fest as we got into in the second half. And yes, there were a lot of flags in that final drive for the Rams. They were all fouls. Maybe a couple that got let go. Yeah, there was that one that was missed. The pass interference should have been called on that opening play in the second half. I mean, the only way you make that call is have some. You can't call if you can't see it. You don't have somebody who's in the position to see that foul. And it was such a quick foul. One thing about the Rams, though, that first one, the defensive holding, you go back to the final drive. Yeah, there probably was an illegal procedure. False start. That one was missed. But the defensive holding and the pass interference calls, those were all fouls. All right, enough of that, but it all ended up this way for the Rams.
From under center, steps back, throws the fade, back shoulder. Cooper Kupp's got it. Cooper Kupp brings it in. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, LA!
And it was all LA in that final drive. 15 plays, 79 yards, 23-20 the final. Rams win, first title since '99, first since they were in Los Angeles, dating back to 1951. High school sports. We're getting into championship season now. The wrestling state championships this coming weekend at the playground of the Piedmont, the Greensboro Coliseum. First Light won the 3A East Regionals by 1 point over Currituck. They've got 6 wrestlers headed to the state championship, including they had one regional champion and 2 seconds. When you get them on the podium, that's what'll push you into the state championship or winning a regional. Is just getting a ton of wrestlers who score in the championship round. Manio will send 5 wrestlers to the state tournament. They'll be in the 2A. And Currituck will have 4 wrestling in the 3A, including 3 regional champions. Let's see. Indoor track and swimming also had their championships over the weekend. A lot of good finishes. Currituck did take a 3rd place in the 4x800 in the indoor track. Let's let's see. Mania also had some in the indoor track as well. Their girls 4x800 finished 5th. But again, that was all the indoor track and swimming this past weekend. Indoor track out in Winston-Salem and swimming in Cary. Wrestling at Greensboro Coliseum this coming weekend. And it wasn't just Corey Tuck and First Light and Mania sending wrestlers. Edenton's got some going as well into the state championships this coming weekend. High school basketball conference tournaments are this week. The private schools begin their playoffs tomorrow. The public schools have their conference tournaments this week. The brackets come out on Saturday for the state tournament. The Four Rivers Conference starts today. Northeastern Coastal and the Atlantic 5 get their conference tournament started tomorrow on both the boys and the girls. College basketball tonight, one game Virginia is at Virginia Tech. Winter Olympics headed in to Mondays, are actually winding down Monday's action right now. Let's see, what's the medal count? Because I know we had the U.S. pick a couple of medals in the prime time. And then right after Super Bowl, we saw the monobob winning for the first time. Norway's got 21 to lead the overall medal count. They're up with 9 golds as well. U.S. in third for golds at 7. And they are in third place, tied for fourth right now. Actually, no, they are now fifth. U.S. dropping back to fifth now in the overall standings with 16 medals. OBX Today Weather Center forecast for today. It's going to be sunny and chilly. Man, it was cold yesterday. That brutal wind coming in out of the north yesterday. We went up to see Kendall Cahill from Curry Tuck. He's co-captain of the Methodist University girls lacrosse team, women's lacrosse team. They played at Virginia Wesleyan yesterday. Cold. Spring sport, lacrosse. Got to give up the Memorial Day thing so college will be playing later in the spring. Mid-February. All right, enough about that. It's going to be cold today, sunny, a little breezy, high 39, northwest winds 15 to 20. Clear tonight, low 31 with north winds 5 to 10. Tuesday, sunny, a high 44, north winds of 5 to 10. Wednesday, sunny and 59. Thursday, mostly cloudy, maybe some showers in the afternoon, high 67 on the beach. Inland areas could get in the low 70s. It's going to be breezy, though. Then Friday, shower 63. Saturday, sunny and 52. Sunday, sunny and 56. So, yeah, another front's going to come through, but it's not going to get quite as cold as what we just had. They actually got some snow showers right now going on up on the northern neck along the Chesapeake Bay shoreline. This little clipper moves across there. We're not going to see that. We're going to stay sunny the rest of the day. Coastal Marine forecast. Small craft advisory out through this morning on the open waters. 2-foot waves in the sound. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Next tide change at Oregon Inlet is low tide at 12:59 this afternoon. Sunset tonight at 5:42. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:48 a.m. 35 under partly cloudy skies. And that's going to do it for OBX Today Live on this Monday morning. Hope you have a great one. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Back with you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure you mash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to know whenever we go live. Here on OBX Today Live, presented by Gallup Funeral Services. We'll see you.